The school started as a private school known as Lanusa Institute and once faced the threat of closure. Thanks to the unwavering support of the municipal government during the tenure of the late Mayor Floreta Herrera Irizarry, nahatagan ang Lanusa Institute og bagong kinabuhi og nahimong Lanusa Municipal High School. The land on which the school stands was generously donated by the Herrera family, further cementing their commitment to education in our community. Through years of transformation and dedication, nag-evolve kini into the SSIT Lanusa branch under the SSIT Cantilan Trade School. The transition to Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School was made possible through the efforts of former Mayor Algerico Herrera Irizarry and the local government unit, ensuring the school's independence and continuous growth. In recognition of the tireless efforts and immense support from the municipal government, particularly through Mayor Floreta Herrera Irizarry, the PTO officials, school administration, and other stakeholders have anonymously decided to honor her legacy by naming the school Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School.
Mabuhay! I am Crystal Amico Pondo, and today we're going to find out the history, the school's mission and vision, how teachers lead the schools, and school's engagement to the community, and more of Lanusa's one of the best secondary school, the Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School. Good morning, sir. We are going to interview one of our master teacher here in Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School.
Good morning. Do I need to introduce myself? What is your name, by the way?
I am Crystal Pondo, sir.
Crystal Pondo.
Yes.
From
Memsutan.
So you are a pre-service teacher.
Yes.
So I am Antonio Hinayo. I am a master teacher in mathematics here in Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School. And I have been serving as a master teacher for 6 years and in totality 13 years as a teacher, classroom teacher.
I'll be asking questions.
Sure.
So, how does it feel to be a teacher in one of the best schools in Noza?
Best schools. I always instill into my mind, the moment that I graduated in my course as an education mathematics major, education graduate, I always instill into my mind that being in the field of service is always a privilege. Now that is why the moment that I received my order and I embraced the responsibility as a teacher, and I'm lucky enough to be assigned here in my own locality, Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School, which is just very accessible and proximus to my residence. Now I am a native of Lanusa, so it's really a privilege for me to be here in school, to embrace the field of service and to have the opportunity to serve the younger generation in our locality. Because we all know, it's a common knowledge, it's a public knowledge that a teacher is the one who touches the lives of the students and a molder of the next generation. And I'm very privileged to be part of this field to shape the young minds and mold the future of the young Lanusanos.
Good morning, sir. By the way,
morning.
I'm Marvin Tunca.
Yeah, I know you.
Yes,
You were my student before.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity.
Sure, my pleasure.
So, the question, sir, is that as a teacher, what problem have you faced and how did you overcome it?
Problems.
Yes.
There are actually a lot of problems, that I encountered so far as a teacher. Inside the classroom, I tend to entertain, I teach students coming from different walks of life. A certain classroom is composed of different personalities. These students vary. They have a variety of background. They come from different walks of life. They have different lifestyle. They have different culture. They have different tradition. Even different cultural and religious orientation. So the biggest problem there is on how to make the classroom safe and inclusive for these children. So as a teacher, I strategize. The moment that I interact with them, I always think or put in my mind that these students have equal opportunities. So they, as a teacher, we have to provide intervention strategies managerial activities inside the classroom to make them feel safe enough. And another is that in terms of I am an advisor of the Supreme Student Government, and you know that, no? And one of the biggest problems that I've encountered so far is on how to raise funds just to finance the different programs, activities, and projects of the Supreme Secondary Learner Government in school. So since I appreciate or I recognize the fact that our school has very limited funding, limited financial capability, so it is a must, for an advisor to realize the programs despite the financial scarcity. So I made it happen. I made it happen by conducting activities, fundraising activities, just to raise funds to realize the support and assistance of our stakeholders, both internal and external. So as a teacher, it is really a must for us to connect with our possible stakeholders who could fuel us, who could help us in realizing those activities. But as a teacher, other than managing the different types of students in terms of classroom management, it's really a matter of planning. Because when you fail to plan, you also plan to fail. So planning is really important, in the beginning of the school year until the end of the school year. So planning is very important.
So thank you so much, sir, for that informative and inspirational answer, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
So, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I am Alexa Mujibisada. So, are there any community engagement that the school has engaged, sir?
Well, our school is very active in terms of making connections with the community. Now, as a matter of fact, I myself, I conducted several outreach programs, just to reach out to the community and extend our service. One of the basic services that we provide to our community, aside from the fact that the Supreme Student Government is extending outreach programs, is us teachers, making or extending services to the community by partnering with the LGU in initiating programs, just like the Independence Day celebration, the Araw ng Lanusa, surfing competition or surfing festival, which is a widely known festivity in the municipality of Lanusa. So this is a national endeavor of the local government units, so they need to tap our expertise, especially in terms of making intermission numbers, hosting an event, or even in the planning and organizing. So FHI NHS is have this strong partnership with our stakeholders, with the people in the community, and of course of the local government unit of Lanusa.
Thank you, sir.
So, good morning once again, sir.
Good morning.
As a dedicated educator, what leadership style have you fostered among your colleagues?
Okay, as a dedicated educator, sige. I have been serving as a master teacher for 6 years. Under my care are the 13 teachers. So in other words, I provide technical assistance and mentorship and coaching strategies to these teachers. And every time we have a meeting, as a leader, as a leader of the Learning Action Cell, because in school we have LAC teams. So I am a leader of the LAC under my team. So I always employ, or I always believe in the principles of participatory democracy and good citizenship. So in planning and in initiating activities, I always ask the ideas of other members of the group just to come up with a more inclusive and a well-planned activity. I don't usually monopolize the decision. Or the decision should come from the members, meaning they voice out their opinions, and I just consolidate these opinions to come up with a common decision. So that's how I do it.
Thank you, sir.
So, good morning, sir. I am Marisa Malanga. With the school mission and vision, how do you see Florita and the future?
How do I see Florita in the future? With a vision, we always anchor, all our programs and activities are always anchored in the vision and mission statement of the Department of Education, because it doesn't mean that we are just a public secondary school. All our plans are always in line with the Department of Education in the national level. So the vision in the Philippines, in the Department of Education, is that we tend to produce globally competitive learners with the passion and love for country. So here in school, we initiate activities just to develop the capabilities, the knowledge, the skills, and the attitude of our learners in the 4 core values of the Department of Education, being makadiyos, being makatao, being makakalikasan, and being makabansa. So we have several programs relative to these core values, not just to develop the holistic growth and well-being of our learners. So with the different programs and activities in place here in our school, I believe that Florita Herrera Irizarry National High School in the near future will become a catalyst of change. No? A catalyst of change and a molder of the generation that is responsive, efficient, and productive citizens in the society's mainstream. So that's how I envision FHI in HS.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good
My
morning.
name is
Okay.
I am from Nusitandag. So my question is, what can you tell about the future educator as they enter the world of the tech?
Do you mean an advice that I could give to the future educators? This is always my mindset, even before I stepped into the field of service, that we have to love our craft. Because when we love our craft will love us back. No? In 13 years of experience, I have encountered several problems, circumstances that tested my resilience as a teacher. But I always taught myself to be grateful and to embrace this opportunity, because being a teacher is always a privilege, no? And when we love our craft, everything that we do in the midst of pressure, no, it's a fact that being a teacher, you are working in the midst of pressure. There are several problems, but when you love your craft, those problems will just be considered as a game. And when you are in a game, you tend to enjoy what you are doing. Now, just like me, I have been serving for quite some time. I loved my craft. I did my part as a teacher. I even extended it to the community. And in return, I was awarded as an outstanding advisor of the Supreme Secondary Learner Government in the national level. So in 2018, I was awarded as the most outstanding SSG advisor of the Philippines. So that's just a piece of evidence that I can share to you that when we love our craft will love us back.
So during our interview with Mr. Hinayon, I learned how important it is that the school should be engaged in the community activities. He also included how collaboration and dedication to work improves the school's institution. With the school's mission and vision, Mr. Hinayon envisioned the Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School to have a better future. He also advised the future educators to love their work. He believed that if you love your work, the work will love you back. And he also emphasized that if you really love your work and you're really compassionate on your work, you will be able to overcome those obstacles that you may encounter on your way.
As mentioned of Mr. Hinayon, that the most common problem of a teacher faced is that how to promote inclusivity in the classroom and how to organize a learning strategy. Upon those, it is important for us future educator to promote inclusivity in the classroom for the school and whatnot. It is important to promote inclusivity in the classroom because I believe that inclusivity will gain more productive learning environment for the school and the teacher. And also, I believe that collaboration is the key to success for the student and teacher to have better learning environment in the future.
Floreta Herrera Irizarry National High School, these schools, the teachers manage to provide an inclusive quality education to the students. Despite the challenges that the schools encountered, they managed to find the solutions as it bases the school's success to give a fabric connections with the schools in collaborating local organization that has opened up to students to have unique opportunities and experiences to throughout the interview. One thing that I've learned from Sir Antonio is that these schools are open to all children who have variety backgrounds, different cultures, different traditions. So these schools are not just setting the standard, but also they provide a safer environment to the children. As a future teacher, one thing that I've discovered an importance is that to have an understanding the diverse perspectives and needs the schools and
I was inspired on the insights shared by Mr. Antonio, which emphasizes his collaborative leadership and inclusivity in educational setting. Over 6 years of his experience mentoring 13 teachers, he highlights the importance of providing technical assistance and coaching on his teams. He also mentioned that he believes on the participatory democracy and good citizenship, which ensures that every voice is valued in decision-making processes. So as a future educator, I believe that being a leader is not always in you. We must ask ideas, thoughts, or opinions from our team members. We must be open to all the suggestions that come from each of them in order to have a better decision.
The Rita Herrera Hirizari National High School envisions a future where the core values of being makajus, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa to guide the students to develop their skills and knowledge. We can ensure that every individual has the opportunity to success. This approach aims to cultivate responsible citizenship who contribute positively to society. Mr. Antonio emphasized that the school will serve as a responsive and productive citizenship among students.
Understanding the context of Mr. Antonio Hinayan is that entering the world of education, you must face the midst of pressure. And in order for you to face the pressure or overcome the pressure, you must love the craft and the craft will love you back.
Welcome to Floreta Herrera National High School.